In this modern age of streaming, when you get to just watch any TV show at your fingertips, are TV series even good anymore? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. You know what TV network has always astonished me? FX. Man, they got some crazy good shows, even now, like their newer shows. I'm talking Dave. I'm talking Atlanta. I'm talking the best comedy show to have ever come out on TV. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And there's like a countless list of really good shows on FX. But those are my 3 favorite shows of all time. Like as far as live action shows, those are 3 of my favorite of all time. They're so good. Man, you sit down, you want to watch something funny as shit, something that you're going to laugh at literally every joke and situation they get into, put on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Man, I have talked about this before in a different video. I made a video about like the worst people or shows about the worst people, and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is fantastic for that.
We have to give voices to those who have no voice.
He's right.
Shut up, D, I'm talking. Women are always...
You want to watch the worst people just yell over each other in the most absurd situations? This show is perfect for you.
Completely goddamn disrespected me, little idiots! Idiots! I was completely disrespectful to this.
It has a huge cast of characters. Its core 5 characters are all funny. They all have so much personality, but so little personality because they're all vain and horrible people. You know, they're dirty, vain, and hilarious. It's funny because it's not supposed to be relatable, but it kind of is relatable to the horrible side of you.
I've contained my rage for as long as possible, but I shall unleash my fury upon you like the crashing of 1,000 waves!
Even if we skip over the main characters, you have a huge revolving cast of side characters that come in and out for like random episodes, and then you don't see them for a really long time. You never get tired of them. You love to see them back on the screen, even if they're the worst. I mean, you have this girl. She's like a cat. She becomes a cat. She becomes a cat. You have so many insane characters. You have the McPoyle brothers. Dude, they suck, but they're hilarious. At one point, the dude loses an eye and uses an eye patch that has an eye on it. I hate that. I hate that so much. They only drink milk. I mean, their whole thing is that they're like an incest family. It's disgusting. You have Cricket, who has one of the most like ridiculous character changes of all time. He goes from this like well-rounded priest human that is now a full human at this point in his life, and then he devolves into this like creature.
Holy shit!
Oh, shit,
Holy
dude.
shit! Put it back on!
Put it on!
Put it back on!
What the hell?
The situations that these characters get into are so absurd. Dennis and Dee go off and go try to get welfare so that they can get free money, and then they find themselves addicted to crack.
I'm sorry. Did you get addicted to crack? Did somebody get addicted to crack?
Dude, that episode, it's so funny. That was the first episode I ever watched of the show. And that's like an absurd entry show. You will not laugh harder more frequently in watching any other show. Like, it's crazy, right? I've watched through every single episode of this multiple times, and I still find myself laughing out loud alone, which is something that I don't do that frequently. And this show makes me do it every single episode. I'm not kidding, dude. This is the funniest show that you will watch. Funniest one. Now you want to switch over to something a little more serious that has more plot lines developing, you know, full story, because let's be real, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is pretty much like a weekly episode, right? Like a new situation every single week. Things carry over, characters carry over, but you can watch any episode and be fully caught up. But you want that like more developing storyline, these characters have more stakes in the world. Watch Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave. I'm Lil Dicky. Hi, I'm Dave. Who's Dave?
That show is hilarious. That show, you will get these giant laughs every single time. Every episode almost is hilarious.
Party tonight. Come to my house.
Your house party?
Yeah, my house party. Come on, hey.
Let me think about what I had going on, and I've thought about it. There's nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, I was actually just gonna pipe.
Pibe.
But you still have like this full range of emotion, right? Like I cried to that show one time. Like I really did. I was like, damn, that's crazy. I had like a happy cry and a sad cry to that show. The show is amazing. It has the full range of motion for your emotions. It's great. You have your feel-good moments. You have your funniest shit moments. You have your like, that guy's in here? Crazy people that you wouldn't expect to see. There was an episode where he meets Young Thug and smokes with them, and then after it, he gets like sick because like Young Thug had a cough, and he's like, fucking Young Thug. The last episode is a Brad Pitt movie. It's so great, dude. It's really good. That show is amazing. It has a huge developing storyline. All the characters are fantastic, hilarious. And you want to get into something that's a lot more serious, like fully serious show that's still funny as shit.
Have you heard of Bodstrom's simulation argument?
Watch Atlanta. Atlanta has the best of both worlds there. You have a lot of comedic situations, but you also have this surreal world that feels real, that isn't completely real.
The fuck, man?
What the fuck?
You have a developing cast of characters and developing storyline. Ern, who's this like modest, down-to-earth guy that is going through these huge struggles through his entire life. I mean, he goes from, you know, this struggling guy that works in an airport, becomes like happy, finds himself. I think the last episode, he goes on this entire like surreal mission and it breaks from it like twice, and you never know what is real and what isn't. So you don't know how much of it was real, how much of it was fake. Honestly, the whole show could have been fake. It leaves it up to interpretation. Donald Glover is a fantastic writer. He makes so many interesting little things happen, and the show itself is surreal. There's a lot of different points of this, and I love that. One of my favorite episodes, probably my favorite episodes of it, is like this thriller, horror, surreal episode where Daryl goes off on his own, buys this piano, but he buys the piano from like this old crazy guy, and it has like a whole horror movie. I mean, it's its own movie. You could watch just that episode and it would be its own thing. You could watch it and it would be great. FX just has the best comedy shows around. I mean, I'm serious when I say that. They have the best comedy shows. You want to watch like good comedy shows? Just look up FX on Hulu. They have like their own little thing because Hulu and FX has like a deal. Like, there are so many great shows on there that you can watch, and I recommend it. That's about it. I'm working on a bunch of videos right now, so subscribe to the channel if you like videos like this or about anime stuff. I got a lot coming, so subscribe.